You're listening to a Shockcast original. Shock.
The C Word with Callista.
Okay, so welcome back to another episode of The C Word, where we pick the brains of all your favorite content creators. That's 2 C words. With me, your host Callista, the 3rd C word, and today I have someone from our 4th C word, Kelab Mickey Mouse. He actually sprung to fame with the Malaysian edition of Disney's Mickey Mouse Club, you know, the one that gave us Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, and he just graduated from high school, and now he entertains his 101,000 followers on Instagram with snippets of his day and motivational captions, serenades his 21,000 YouTube subscribers with cover songs and gaming live streams, and he just started out on his TikTok journey. So, hey Faiz.
Hello, Callista. What's up?
I'm good. How are you?
So much. Everything has been well. Just for now, chilling at my house in Johor and just waiting to fly back to KL for work in just a couple of days.
Okay, I see you've been really active on social media though.
Really? Yeah, I think so. Like I didn't, I can't really, count, so I've been really active. So I'm not really sure, but yeah.
Okay, just a little backstory. So Faiz and I, we actually met at a Shawn Mendes concert.
Yes.
We were bonding over like our love for Shawn, and then we got to meet him. So we were both like crying. There's a whole video about that.
We did. Oh my gosh. It was a dream come true.
It was a crazy time.
Yeah.
So other than that moment, what was the most surreal perk of your career so far?
Well, recently, especially during the quarantine, COVID-19 going on for, if I'm not mistaken, 3 months in Malaysia. So I actually worked on a music video with Trong Hugh. He is, if you remember Trong Hugh. Yeah,
we met him at a concert too.
Yeah, so I was singing with 17 or 18 international artists for a music video called Under the Same Sky, and I represented Malaysia for the music video, and it was really big because it's always a dream to work on a music video, especially during times like this. And yeah, it was an honor.
I saw that video. It was pretty cool. Like you could really see the differences in all the different nationalities, but we're all going through the same thing, right?
It's really cool.
Yeah, and of course, you're also a performer, which is why you were on the music video as well. So I noticed on your Instagram bio, you actually wrote content creator, Disney's Mouseketeer, and performer. So why did you put content creator first? And what is the one thing that Kelab Mickey Mouse actually taught you about creating content?
I think before I start Kelab Mickey Mouse, I was really exposed to YouTube community. So basically, I learned how to edit my videos when I was 11 years old. And I started, making videos like vlogs. I started vlogging when I was like 12, even before I started becoming a Mouseketeer. And from there, when I joined Kelab Mickey Mouse, they really taught me to be mindful at whatever content that I am producing, and I have to be professional at any circumstances and stuff like that. And I'm really grateful because Kelab Mickey Mouse really prepared us. I can say that they really taught us how to perform, how to dance, how to host a show, and how to act and stuff like that. So from there, I learned to be more creative and to develop more contents for the people to see. Yeah.
Okay, so did creating content actually help you get into Kelab Mickey Mouse? Was it one of the factors that they looked at?
Actually, when I auditioned for Kelab Mickey Mouse, yeah, I can say that, yeah, because they really wanna search for Mouseketeers who can express themselves and be confident in front of the camera. So I can say that content creating has helped me a lot, developing my skills on doing that, and yeah, it is one of the factors that actually managed to bring me into Kelab Mickey Mouse.
Okay, so you're actually from and you're based in Johor, right? But of course, a lot of your work is downtown in KL. So what's it like doing what you do over in Johor? Or do you mainly just chill and focus on school or your own vlogs while you're at home?
Okay. Well, like after when I finished, like maybe shooting for Club Mickey Mouse, come back Johor. Yeah, I can say all of that. Like I would chill and maybe come up with new contents. Maybe okay, you know what? Today I'm going to vlog my a day in life video. Stuff like that. And sometimes I would like maybe do a gaming video for people to see and stuff like that. But it depends because like the thing what I like about content creating is like we don't have like a specific time. Like for example, like in my opinion, like if we work at an office, like we have like specific times where we have to work. But like content creating is like we have our own times. Like what time do we want to post the videos on YouTube, and when should we record the videos? It's all up to us. Yeah, that's what I like about it.
Have you discovered like a certain schedule, like an uploading schedule? Like, sometimes when you post things, it depends on the time of day or which day. Like, have you figured that out yet? Because I can't figure it out.
Oh my God, same. Actually, I think the craziest thing I did recently was, especially during quarantine, since most of my audience are teenagers and kids. So like, usually, mainly, I would post new videos every Friday. On YouTube. When we had 3 months of quarantine, I was like, okay, you know what? I think this is like the perfect time for me to produce more content since most of my audience are like staying at home, they're chilling at home with their family. I came up with a schedule where I'm like, if I'm not mistaken, I did Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Yeah, so I post 3 videos
every week.
Since most of my audience are teenagers and kids, so especially during the quarantine, most of them are not in school. I mean, all of them are not in school since we can't, leave the house. So I thought about a schedule, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Why not? I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I have to come up with new content, 3 new videos every week. It was really crazy. I mean, I couldn't really keep up with it, but I managed to do most of it. But yeah, it was fun. It was really challenging. Like after I shoot the video, I would have to edit it, and then the next morning edit another video and then come up with another content and then edit another video. But now I would do every Friday.
So when you were uploading Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, because everybody was at home, so of course the algorithm is a little bit different, right? Was there like say on Friday there's the most views, or?
Yeah, I can say that Friday has the most views, and Monday and Wednesday it was a bit low. Yeah.
What I've noticed is, because I follow a lot of UK vloggers, right? Their videos are like 30, 45 minutes long.
Right.
And they get so many views, but here it's like, oh, your video is more than 5 minutes. Can't be bothered to watch.
like some of them told me that, Faiz, I think your vlog, I think it can be more shorter because like I don't think we want to watch it since it's too long. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'm gonna make it shorter.
I get the same feedback.
We have to like talk for a very long time, and we have to like edit. I can imagine like how long the original video must be. You know?
Yeah, and then when you spend so much time editing and then you don't get people viewing your video, not like you're doing it for the views, but when people don't see it, it's like, so I put in all this work and nobody's there to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you vlog a lot, but you also, like I said, you do live streaming of games, you do cover songs and all that. So how do you determine what content to put out? Or is it just like, oh, I feel like singing today, I'll put out a cover song? Or is there like a schedule to that?
Actually, it was like that. Like I would think like, okay, you know what? Why not I do a gaming video today? Maybe I can sing. But I have like certain days where I'm like, okay, you know what? Why not every Friday night we'll do a Minecraft live stream, with my friends. So like some of the viewers, they would like they would be looking forward for the live stream and stuff like that. But I would always ask some of my fans, like for example, okay, what kind of videos would they want me to post this week? And some of them would tell me that, okay, can you play Dread Out? We've been waiting for that game series for a very long time. And I'm like, okay, let's do that. Yeah, I always ask for suggestions. Yeah.
So your fans do give you a lot of feedback.
That's what I appreciate about it.
Okay, so I recently had a situation. Do you often have to deal with negativity online? Like do you ever get people just attacking you for no reason? And if you do, like, how do you deal with that? Because even for me, it's like, I thought it wouldn't really affect me, but it kind of does, you know? Like, when there's a bunch of people just hating on you for no reason, like, how would you? I noticed you have been posting a lot of mental health stuff recently.
Yeah, because I think, mental health is just really, really important, nowadays, especially among our generation and stuff like that. It's just something that we can't turn a blind eye, And I think cyberbullying, since, social media is like so big. When I first started doing YouTube, I can say that I'm a very sensitive kind of guy. Like, I would overthink and I really, really care what people say about me. So actually, I would always tell people like, you can just ignore what they say. But it actually, there are some days where like, hey, maybe they're kind of right, maybe what they say is correct.
Yeah.
I have this one mindset where I'm like, okay, if I would take maybe like the hate comments, okay, if it's true, then I'll take it in a positive kind of feedback and try to improve myself. And if I think what they say is not true, then I should prove them wrong. Yeah, and do something better. I mean, it does affect me, but at the same time, I feel that, okay, this is me. This is the content that I will be producing, and this is what Faiz Najib should be.
Yeah, you can't please everyone, right?
Yeah, of course, because like you can never please anyone in this world, right? So like what I think is that whatever that I'm gonna do, as long as it makes me happy and it makes everybody who's watching it, they're happy, that's what matters.
Yeah, I think especially like you said, nowadays it's a hard situation to deal with. Like, even you hear a lot of celebrities talking about it, right? Like, they don't read their comments, which is kind of sad, because I'm sure a lot of them want to read their comments so they can interact with their fans, but because of people who just spew hate, then their actual fans don't get the chance to interact with their idols or whatever, right?
I think like as content creators, influencers, we have, I don't know, maybe it's just me, or because like we like to compare ourselves with other influencers, right? It's like, for example, if you post this one video and this other influencer or content creator post a video and it didn't reach like that expectation that we wanted it to be, I think, in my opinion, we shouldn't do that. Like, what we should appreciate, like whatever that is currently happening. I think followers, likes, let's just put that aside. Like, I think as long as it makes us happy producing that one specific content and makes everybody happy, I think that's what matters at the end of the day. Like views, we shouldn't really emphasize that too much.
Yeah, I agree. Like, sometimes maybe like certain videos or whatever, like you don't get as many views as you were expecting, but you just need one person to like tell you like, oh, this actually like influenced them to like something or like taught them something new, and then that one person is all that matters. It doesn't matter about who else saw it or who else didn't see it. It's just that I was able to bring something to that one person, right?
Yes, agree.
Okay, and speaking of that, so I feel like your fan base just go beyond the show, right? Because not
Really?
all the people who follow you know you from Kelab Mickey Mouse. Like, they follow you for you. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
how do you keep such a large following constantly interested in your life, especially on days when nothing's happening?
Yeah. I think I can say that I'm very active, especially on Instagram. So like I would do like every day, like post quotes, just to help them. So like most of my fans recognize me as, oh, Faiz. Like if you go to Faiz's Instagram, there's always going to be those quotes, stuff like that. I think,
motivational.
It's very cheesy, I don't know, like it makes me feel good because like it teaches me a lot by spreading that to other people as well. And like most of them, they would look forward for like new videos every Friday, like some contents that I will be posting. Yeah, I think most of them, since after they followed me on Instagram, they kind of know like what am I gonna post and stuff like that. Yeah, what's the most heartwarming to see is that they love you for who you are and they know like what kind of content that you will be producing. Yeah, that's what I think is very nice to see. Yeah.
Okay, and how hard is it to vlog so often, especially during like MCO and everything? Like all you're doing is stuck at home. So
In the house.
what do you vlog about? How do you find that kind of idea?
okay, I haven't been vlogging much lately, but what I would think is that I think like especially during the quarantine, there's this trend where like we would show everybody like our daily activity, stuff like that. So I would always think like, okay, you know what? Why not show them my schedule for today? And maybe tomorrow's vlog is gonna be it's still gonna be the same where I'm showing like my daily activity, but I'm just gonna add a little touch, some different stuffs inside. Maybe I'm gonna watch this. Maybe I can do like some segments where I talk about, okay, there's some new movies on Netflix, and I think you guys should watch it. Stuff like that, like new suggestions. What I would do, I would ask my audience like, okay, what are the stuffs that you guys would like to see in my daily life? And they would tell me, okay, Faiz, can you share like maybe some Studio Ghibli suggestions, like movie suggestions? And I'm like, okay, we can talk about that. And maybe I can show you guys my room tour and stuff like that. Maybe cook something for this one specific vlog. Yeah, and like maybe do a sport routine for that one vlog. Yeah.
Did you start TikTok during quarantine, or was it?
Oh my god!
Because I saw you have like your first 5 videos or something. I was like, welcome to the club.
I'ma just be honest with you. Like, I have that TikTok account for a very long time, but
you were just lurking and watching, right?
Yeah, like some of my videos were kept private.
I
so
see.
like yeah. So like, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I think it's time for the world to see that I gotta do TikTok. I'm a hypocrite. Like, I would tell my friends, okay, I am never gonna do TikTok. What is that? But then I'm like, actually, it's kind of fun.
I think everyone went through the same thing. It's like, no, like, what is this? Like, it's ridiculous. I don't want to do it. And then you download it, and then you start scrolling and scrolling, and then you're like, let me just try. And then that's it, you're addicted.
I think people can see this lah. I think it's not that bad, kan? And then I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's post it. And then that's when they're like, Faiz, post more TikTok videos. And I'm like, well, okay, if that's what you want,
One thing I've noticed about TikTok though is like the least effort you put into TikTok, it's like the complete opposite of like YouTube. The least effort you put into it, the easier it is for you to appear on somebody's For You page. Because I cannot dance to save my life, okay? So I can spend 2-3 hours learning like a 15-second dance routine and then like posting it, and then it's just like, okay, maybe you got like this few people who view it, no comments. But like videos that you're just like using some random filter, you use like 10 seconds to film and then just immediately post, those get a lot.
My God. Yes.
What's it like having like a huge following while you're still in school though? Because I think it can go either way, right? Like it's either going to give you cool points with your classmates, or they're going to like make fun of you, or they're going to get annoyed that you're just constantly filming and always got a camera in their face. So which one is it?
Well, actually I'm really, really happy with the circle of friends that I'm currently having, because like they love making videos. Because like when I'm not in school, when I'm like at Kuala Lumpur working, they were like, Faiz, when are you coming back, Joe? Can we like shoot a video together? Stuff like that. I have some friends who would, make fun of me, like, did you just post that video yesterday at your public account? Yeah, stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah. And I do have people who would, make fun of me while I was walking around the school, but oh well, it's high school, and it's stuff like that. But what I'm grateful for is that most of my friends, they are very, very supportive, and they really, really love producing content as well. So like whenever we want to go hang out, we're like, hey, you want to vlog? And they're like, okay, yeah, let's vlog. And yeah, we would do that, hang out somewhere and just vlog it out. I think it's more nicer to spend time with your friends while vlogging, producing contents at the same time. It's fun.
Yeah, it's good to have like-minded people, and it's good to like know that you have those around you. It was really hard for me to build any kind of platform before I found a group of people who understand it. Like for the longest time, even taking photos for Instagram was like the hardest thing, because everyone's like, oh, how many times you want to take a photo? Oh, you want to take a photo here? Can't we just like
oh
eat,
my gosh. Right. Okay. I'm just going to be honest with you. Like, especially me, when I take Instagram photos, I think I'm like a perfectionist. But like back then, I would really, really want it to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like whenever I record myself singing, I want it to be perfect. I want to take a picture, I want it to be perfect. But after, days of, doing content producing, I learned that, the beauty of imperfection, like the more weird it is, when it's not perfect, that's what people want to see. There's this Japanese term where it's called wabi-sabi. Yeah, it's like the beauty of imperfection. So yeah, I think that's what I learned from content creating. Like, it's okay. Like, if I correct on the spot, that is the content that I'm looking for,
Yeah, I think because a lot of like Instagrammers that I follow are like, I follow a lot of travel influencers. So their photos are always perfect, it's from the perfect setting,
Right.
they look perfect, the editing is amazing. And I was constantly trying to like chase that kind of aesthetic. But I'm slowly starting to realize that I am not a travel influencer. Whoever follows me is because they know me, or they know me from hits, or it's just I posted something that they find relatable. So I'm trying to like unlearn that whole perfectionist situation and more, like day-to-day stuff, which is hard. It's hard.
It is. Do you know what happened to me recently? Oh my gosh, I have 2 videos. Like these 2 videos, it was like 1 hour long. It was 1 hour long, and I was like, okay, you know what? Today I am going to edit this, finish, like done. So what happened was, I think the most frustrating, I don't know, to me, but I think most editors out there, they went through this and they're probably immune to this kind of problem. Because like, I remember editing, it took me like 3-4 hours to get that one video done. I was so near to the finish line, and suddenly my software just it crashed.
I feel your pain.
It crashed and everything is gone. And my effects, my transition, everything is just, oh my god. That time I was like, I want to blow up. I was so angry, but I'm like, okay, calm down.
When things like that happen, you don't know, you want to scream, you want to cry, you want to just like throw things.
Hey.
You learn things the hard way,
Yeah.
That is like one of the worst things about creating content. But of course, like there's a reason that we do this, right? So what is your favorite part of creating content?
My favorite part is scripting, as in for example, okay, I'm gonna lie down today and I'm just gonna think of what new content to produce tomorrow. What I think about the thing that I like about content creating is like, whatever that I planned and imagine it will be is gonna be like that. Like whatever that I come up with, it will go exactly like how I wanted it to be, because that's what I planned, because I'm the one who's doing the editing, I'm the one who's producing the content. So like whatever that I planned, it's that, And yeah, I mean, there's always going to be like some imperfections, but it's nice,
Yeah. It's nice
fun,
when you can plan out everything, but sometimes like you have no choice but to go with the flow, right? And sometimes that's better.
Yeah. Like me personally, I think when it comes to content creating, I enjoy like vlogging and stuff like that. But the one that I'm really, really into, like especially when I play those scary games, like Dread Out, like when I play those scary games, I would look at my reaction while I'm editing. I would laugh so hard, and that's what I like, because like it would just relieve my stress on the spot, because like I can look at myself laughing and screaming and getting scared. Yeah, that's what I like about it. Yeah.
Okay, so like my YouTube account is like very small, but I put out some videos, which is a series called Calista Cries, because everybody who knows me knows I hate with a vengeance, okay, a passion. I hate working out.
Oh yes. Understood. Oh my gosh.
I do these videos where I'm just like suffering. Like I'll go on a hike and I'll just like document the whole thing. But those videos seem to get the most reactions out of people. Like people remember them. And I'm just like,
yeah.
It's the videos where you aren't perfect, where you show people like your worst moments.
Genuine.
Yes.
Yes, because like it's true, like whatever that you are seeing right now, that's true. You know, that
Yep.
I'm not kidding. I am not bluffing. That's like real suffering. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
mine is the anti-fitspo lah. Like everywhere you look, it's like these perfect fitness Instagrammers. You know, they're like, oh,
yeah,
I'm gonna
understood.
like do 2,000 squats today, and I'm gonna like drink my green smoothie, and I'm like, no, I know a lot of people are exactly like me. We just cannot. So let me make
Oh my
you,
gosh.
not feel alone in this.
Yeah. I agree. If you're asking me to do 100 push-ups here, I also cannot, man. I remember telling my dad, like, okay, ba, I said, I am going to work out for these 3 months of quarantine and I am going to look fit after everything's done. And right now, look at me.
Dude, you know what I was saying? I was telling my brother, and he was already laughing at me. I was like, okay, I
Really?
feel like in quarantine, all I'm doing is moving from my bed to my couch, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start slow. I'm going to do 10 squats a day, and I'm going to like plank for 1 minute. That's all I'm going to do. Yeah, that didn't happen.
Yeah. Right. So if you want to do it, and you need to have that determination, like legit turn on your alarm and make a perfect schedule for yourself. Because I tried and
That's kind of why I started the series in the first place. It was more of a reason for me to force myself to do like some kind of physical activity, right?
agree.
And it just sort of became one of my most viewed video series. But it was literally just an excuse. Like if I'm taking a video and people are like watching, you kind of have no chance of like being like, oh, not today lah.
Right. I agree so much on that. And that actually happened for my the 3 days where I had to like produce content for a week, and I'm like, I'm so lazy to record a video, but I'm like, oh, no, but they're waiting. I gotta do it, Yeah, I think that's actually good,
I think people don't realize, like, because you're just filming yourself doing like normal day activities. So a lot of people don't realize all the hard work that goes behind creating content, I think, especially if you've never been exposed to the industry before. Like once you're exposed, you know, like every time you see a video, you're like, yeah, I know exactly what this person had to go through to put out this video. But like normal people, they don't see what goes behind even like a 1 minute Instagram video.
Agreed.
Yeah, and I think if people, so this is coming into my final question for you, but I think a lot of people need to realize that if you want to be in this kind of industry and you want to start, I don't know, even like making money, creating your own content, that's something that you need to be able to dedicate yourself to. Like all the work and all the extra stuff that comes with it. Before you even reach a level where you're like, oh, okay, yes, this is what I love doing, and you start reaping any kind of benefit. Which is my next question is, what kind of advice would you give teens who want to start their Instagram or YouTube journey? Because you started very young and you're still like very young. You only just graduated high school, right? So I think you would be the best person to tell them what they should do.
Okay. I think regarding this question, whatever job that you want to take in life, whether you want to be a doctor, you want to be an architect, you want to be an influencer, there is no easy way to do it. You need to go through the hard way for you to grow, and learn new things. And for the teenagers who is currently, starting their very own YouTube channel and, starting their own, Instagram, stuff like that, you want to be an influencer. I mean, even though I've been doing this for a couple of years with my influencer friends, I can still say that I'm still learning and I'm, discovering new things. And the thing that I learned from doing this is that stop comparing yourself to other people. Because, as influencers and content creators, that happened to us, like we would feel insecure at whatever that we want to post, whether people will like it, people don't like it, stuff like that. Yeah, you shouldn't care about that. The most important thing is that do it because it makes you happy and you want to produce content to make people happy. That's like the most genuine thing that you can do, that's like the most important thing. If you compare yourself, okay, I have 4 followers and that guy has 100,000 followers, it's a big gap. But what I can say is that if you keep working hard and have that determination, trust me, you're gonna excel. You're gonna be great. Like I said, stop comparing yourself and don't care what other people want to say. The most important thing is, at the end of the day, you want to be yourself. And that's what people want to see. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I think the comparing yourself part is definitely hard. It's
True.
especially when you first start out, it's like all that you can think about. I think in an age where everybody kind of has social media, the only thing you can do is don't compare, but find what that person that you are comparing yourself to has that you want
Yeah.
and learn from them.
Yeah, and learn from them and maybe produce something new, learn from, especially the people, those idols that you look up to. You have like a lot of YouTubers, singers that you look up to, and from there you're not copying, but you're learning their styles and add up with your style, and you came up with something new, and that what makes, you.
Actually, that's something that very wise, because that's something that we're told when we start radio. So one of the first things that I was told when I started was like, yes, you look up to these people and you need to learn from the older generation of announcers. Of course.
Yes.
They know what they're doing. You need to like follow them and learn their techniques and everything, but do not copy. For instance, people don't want another Ian. People don't want another Arnold. They want you. You can take their technical points, but who are you, to stand out?
Back then, when I first started, to be honest, I can say that I do copy like an idol that I look up to. Like I want to be like them. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be myself. And, seeing them guiding us, new content creators, new YouTubers to, find our sweetness. Something
that sweet spot.
Yeah, that sweet spot.
Yeah.
That's what I'm really, really appreciate. Like I love that part, because like when I finally figured out like what am I gonna do, and I did it. People love the content, and I'm like, wow, that really means a lot, because like I worked so hard for every single content and stuff like that, and people appreciate it. That's like that's like
I think that's a good way to put it as well. Like you never realize how far you've come until you sit down and look at what you did before. Like you just never realize like how much you are improving and how much you are growing until you look back at your journey. And then you're like, oh, I didn't even realize like the difference, because you're always looking at other people. You're never looking at yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
True. And I'm grateful for all the mistakes. Like when you first started, like you would do that. You will think like, oh my God, I'm so cringy. I hate this video. I don't want to see this video. Why am I like that back then? But when you sit back and relax and you're like, actually, if I didn't do all of those stuffs, I wouldn't be here right now. And that's what I think we should all appreciate, that side of us back then. Because if you didn't start back then, if you didn't start now, you won't know. You never know what's gonna happen in the future. Yeah,
that's true. And on that note, I guess that is what you should take away from this whole session.
Yeah,
be yourself.
Yes.
And yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Faiz.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Just like I love this kind of interviews. I had such a great time. Thank you so much.
I like to keep it casual, like you
nice.
learn so much more like that because you're just like going everywhere.
Yeah, like oh my gosh, it's so nice. Thank you so much. I had such a great time.
The C Word with Callista.